Padilla, and I'm a language teacher and community interpreter, and I'm also a LIDILE graduate.
I always thought I would develop a career in computer technology since everyone claimed that that's where the future lay. But my plans changed in mid-high school. In 1996, my mother enrolled me in English classes at an institute that a lot of you have probably worked at. And this is where my first English-speaking English teacher inadvertently changed my career aspirations. Jonician Perez's lessons made a big impression on me. And he also told me about the LIDILE program. Around 1998, I turned up for an appointment to do the English proficiency entry test. Jackie Weber welcomed me into the Lenguas Modernas department offices, and I managed to convince her that I could actually have a proper conversation without sounding like a recently elected president. And I didn't do too badly in the writing part either. As it happened, I became a member of the 12th generation, and then a member of the 13th. It was quite novel for me to have lecturers who enjoyed what they did and who actually knew how to teach. A lot of the things they taught in the course have stayed with me and are now second nature in my work. I learned about the evolution of ideas on language teaching and learning, and about the myriad of paradigms, methods, approaches, theories of language acquisition, grammars, and branches of linguistics. I found out that there isn't such a thing as a perfect teaching method, and that every approach contributes something valuable to the profession, and that 4 years might not even be enough time to learn how to teach. And then there was a monitored teaching practice, PAL. Every week, my teacher observer, Jackie, would write endless notes of my daily cock-ups, and then she made me and my micro-teaching team come up with potential solutions. Amongst the things she pointed out were my language mistakes. For instance, there isn't such a thing as a tramit, what I assumed to be the English translation of trámite. And to go somewhere for good does not mean ir por una buena razón. Though this is what I meant when I told her I was going to England for a year, before I finished the course, to her disapproving surprise. You see, the reason was that I felt that the English I spoke belonged in a textbook. I didn't feel good as an English teacher when I sounded like the actors in the stilted dialogues of Interchange, the textbook in vogue at the time. I decided I had to immerse myself in real English. So in 2001, I spent some time in the UK, and this experience dispelled countless myths and allowed me to glance at one of the main Anglophone cultures. Things work differently in other countries, and students of English appreciate it when you actually bother to explain them. I returned to Mexico in 2002 and proved Jackie wrong. I did finish the licenciatura. The following year, I headed off to Australia for a couple of months, a time when anxieties about my English proficiency resurfaced. I couldn't understand a word people said here. Still, I came back down under in 2006 to do a master's degree in applied linguistics, and have lived here ever since. 3 years in Sydney and almost 4 in Melbourne. Enough time to pick up the accent. I've worked in poxy little schools with cheesy names such as Down Under and Easy English, and I've also worked tutoring undergraduate linguistics students at university. I currently teach English to adults at a government-owned school, and I normally have students of several nationalities, each with a challenge of their own. But I feel competent enough as their English teacher. I plan my lessons, I check instructions, set goals, and do my best to foster a positive classroom environment. All of which are things I learned at LIDILE. I was asked to record a 3-minute video talking about my experience at the licenciatura and about my job here in Australia. And I couldn't just sit in front of a camera talking to it. So instead, I got out and shot these snippets of Melbourne with my cheap pocket video camera and added the voiceover. There are more things I could talk about, but this is already 2 minutes too long. Teaching a language is a very undervalued profession, but a very rewarding one. And the profs at LIDILE do the most amazing job of training aspiring English language teachers. I am very happy to hear that the program turns 25. So, happy birthday, LIDILE! Salud!